Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. Hey, we got a Love is Blind visual today. Tried to get into Love is Blind new season, just couldn't get it. You know, he should have covered the ones that going viral, but he ain't gonna do it. Today's video, Insufferable Weirdo tries to love bomb and fails miserably. Hey, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want to first support, you gotta do it. Check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video,
Knocking it with a thumbs up.
let's get it. Let's check this out. Let's see what's about, man. Let's go.
At the end of the day, like,
What do you think?
Sorry,
I said, what do you think?
I'm here for you, man. Hey, babe, could you...
Well, they finally did it. There's been 9 seasons of Love is Blind, and they finally said, you know what, screw it. Let's just start throwing people on here who aren't even from planet Earth. Forget relationships, forget marriage, forget all that stuff. Can this guy navigate this new earthly environment that he apparently crash landed onto? I would say this guy's a man-child, but I don't even know if I could call it that. He's more like a little alien child. Actually, it's probably more accurate to say he's like an AI bot in human form. He's like a man-child, like a Chat GPT little child boy. It's like if Chat GPT turned into a human, but it also didn't know anything. The best way to describe Joe, it's like the movie Big with Tom Hanks, if a 12-year-old wished that he was an adult, but not a normal 12-year-old, you know, a 12-year-old that has spent his entire life in a pod. That would make sense why he was so comfortable and natural in the pods, because once he left, it was like the first time he'd ever seen the outside world. For those who don't know, Love is Blind is a reality show where people get to know each other through a wall, and then a couple days later, they fall in love and get married. But usually once they're out of the pod, things fall apart because you can't just sit around and talk in a pod all day. You actually have to like do life and stuff like that. And sometimes once they see each other for the first time, there is zero attraction or chemistry, and now everything is super awkward because they've already proposed.
Hello.
I kind of remember him.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Expected this. Yeah, wow. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. When I say Madison, that's now connected to that, to her.
For some reason, this guy feels the need to point out he's at a loss for words, as if that's not his default state. This show makes absolutely no sense. There will be some immature, man-child, asshole guy with no personality, and he'll get matched with some girl way out of his league, and then he'll just be like, what the hell? This is not what I was expecting at all. Are you kidding me? Are you serious right now? Are we serious? This is what I waited 3 weeks, 3 days, 2 days, a couple minutes in the pod for? God, I guess I'm gonna have to have a mental breakdown until she leaves me. Anyway, there's a lot to get into here, but first we have to go back to the beginning. So for those who have seen the show before, you know that they start off with a bunch of different people that they show, and then they eventually narrow it down to whoever are the couples. A lot of people on this show have very desperate, frantic energy. Like, you can tell they're just waiting to have one thing in common with someone to see as a sign that they're soulmates. Most of the conversations are either super boring or uncomfortable or both, and it's not like I'm rooting for anybody or any specific couple. I mean, most of the time I'm just hoping that the women break up with their little Chat GPT boyfriend that they picked out through a wall and get on with their life.
I'm a real estate investor. I used to have a job. I used to work in finance. So after I bought my first house in 2015, I just kept that rolling.
Nice.
And I continued to buy, like a property a year.
Wow.
This is all like great and awesome and cool, but like I'm kind of to the point where, I want to be there for someone else and pour more into a relationship.
So Mike, it's nice to meet you. What do you do for a living? Oh, I work in I'm kind of like a douchebag, I like lie to people and stuff. I'm one of those guys that earns money, vaguely though. Like, I can't really articulate it or put it into words, but it accumulates. So yeah, you should totally go out with me. I'm a big liar. I'm self-centered. I'm egotistical. Oh my god, there's just something about this guy Mike. He's like the sweetest guy ever. Well, actually, he's kind of a complete asshole, but, who cares?
Hello, beautiful.
That's how you greeted me on the first day.
I just know that you're a beautiful person.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike. Mike.
He said you're beautiful on the first day. That's how he greeted you on the first day when he literally didn't know anything about you and couldn't even see you. And he said you're beautiful and you don't think this guy's a player. Not only does it not make sense to say that, but there's no reason to think that he's not saying that to everybody. I know it sounds like I'm being harsh, but trust me, I'm not. This guy's the worst. And in general, I'm just kind of tired of the pod people. I've lost my patience for pod-related drama.
Out of everyone I've talked to, it seems like he's the one that's got his shit together the most, and I think I'm just very drawn to Mike. Like, I want to be able to build an empire with somebody.
Ugh, God, Ari Palpatine, take it easy. I thought we're here to find a partner. What's with all this empire stuff all the time? Why does everybody want to build an empire? That's one of the worst things you could say to this guy, honestly. You're not going to be building an empire. All you're going to be doing is getting a divorce. Let's be honest.
I'm part of this larger, we call it a tribe, but it's a national thing. There's a bunch of guys that are like wealthy that are part of it. It's not just about money and business and whatnot. It has pillars. There's like 6 pillars.
What the hell is this guy talking about?
Health is one of the pillars.
He's part of a national tribe of rich people. What is this, like a pyramid scheme thing? Is he trying to get her roped into it? He's making it very clear that he's wealthy. He's mentioned this multiple times, that he's in a wealthy group of wealthy men that talk about their wealth and their health. I'm definitely in the empire building business. Even in my free time, I build empires. Me and my friends, I just hang out with other emperors and we build empires. You can refer to me as Emperor Mike, and together we can rule the galaxy if we're being honest.
For me, it's like hard to go to the grocery store because I don't know enough to the point where I like feel 100% good when I go grocery shopping. Yeah, that's why I need to get married.
So I can do the grocery shopping?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
I mean, you can do the Instacarting or grocery shopping, whatever. Are you cool with that?
Yes, I've got you.
Okay. What about the cooking?
Watch it.
Yeah, so I'm in this rich group with a bunch of fancy rich people, and we talk about our health, but I also still don't really know how to buy food, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I kind of need someone to buy food for me and then cook the food. I've been so busy building empires, I haven't even learned how to, like, cook a food or eat a food yet. Look, if people want to have more traditional gender roles, I think that's completely fine, but this guy is saying that he doesn't even know how to grocery shop. He can't even cook, even if he wanted to, so he needs her to do it for him. And it seems like this guy is just testing the waters here, because I didn't show it, but earlier he asked her what she would do if she came downstairs and he had just left a bunch of dirty dishes out. And I feel like you wouldn't ask that unless you really planned on doing that.
I don't know if I told you, but I have a hot tub and a sauna at my place.
Ooh.
Oh no, don't go.
Enough for 2 people?
I got room for you.
All right.
It's Mike, a little steamy in there.
I'm ready.
What if he brought her back to his place and he had one of those little portable saunas and his head's just sticking out the top, and he's like, all right, babe, this is it. Hop in. Do you still love me? Do you still love me even though this is what I am? Although I might need to upgrade because I can't really do anything while I'm in here. I can't work on empires. All I can do is watch the show Empire.
Mike is ambitious and driven, emotionally intelligent. He's a huge front runner, but there's something about Blake for
Who the
sure.
hell is
He's
Blake?
been the
Who's
consistent
Blake? Nobody knows. Who
one
this
I've
is
been
Blake?
Thinking about.
The reason nobody knows who Blake is because he's one of the more normal ones on the show, and then after a few episodes he was like, what am I doing? And he left. And that was the story of Blake. He's a very forgettable guy. And it's so funny because whenever somebody's number one leaves,
I respect it though. I respect it for you as an individual to say, hey, this ain't
serving me. Let me go. Let me
I
get
thought
out of
about
here.
it. This don't work well for me. I need to actually see the individual and make sure there's the attraction there as well. I respect that. They're trying to go through with it and force
something just to be like, hey.
I did it, y'all.
I know.
they just move on to the next one. They're like, all right, well, I was in love with this guy, but I was like kind of in love with this other guy too, so I'll just go with this now. Oh yeah, by the way, did I mention that this woman calls herself Sparkle Megan? Yeah.
This is Blake. Who is this?
Blake, this is Megan. My friends call me Sparkle Megan. I love anything that sparkles.
Sparkle Megan. I will remember that.
Wouldn't Megan Sparkle make more sense? I feel like Sparkle Megan just does not sound very good. And honestly, her nickname doesn't even fit. She says she just likes sparkly things. That's it. But then he's like, oh, so your house must be very sparkly. And she's like, actually, no, I don't do that. Not in my home. Shouldn't somebody called Sparkle Megan have a very sparkly or bubbly personality? She doesn't have that at all. Anyway, now Mike is going to talk about what a badass he is.
So I don't sleep with white noise.
Okay.
And maybe this is like a me thing or a guy thing, but like, if something's going down in the middle of the night, like I want to wake up.
Oh, shit.
Kind of hot. Like, I like that sense of security.
I don't sleep with white noise. I don't mess with that stuff, all right?
I don't know if it's a me thing or it's a guy thing, but if something go down, I want to wake up and take care of it. Boy, you get your head knocked out like all the rest of them.
Because I want to hear something that's going down in the night, all right? I'll be honest, most nights I don't even go to sleep. I just sit in front of my door ready for action, all right? Let's say a pack of wolves breaks in and you're in bed asleep with your white noise, dumbass. Me, on the other hand, I'll be ready. I'll fight off that whole pack with my bare hands. I've done it before. I learned it in the club. The tribe, the emperor tribe that I'm in. But seriously, I can't believe she's falling for this. I feel like he's just saying very generic alpha male type stuff. This guy sounds incredibly immature for a 37-year-old, and 90% of what he says is just him bragging about himself in one way or another.
I have this like couch that's like a bed.
Whoa.
I fall asleep on it all the time. Not on purpose. But
Wait, why was she so impressed by that? Is he talking about a futon? Does he own a futon?
Whoa.
Is he just listing off things that he has now? I have a fridge, and I have a microwave, and I have a couch. Whoa, that's impressive. That's so cool, buddy. You're all grown up now. You got yourself a little empire and everything.
I love to like cuddle initially, but then like when it's time to go to bed, I'm like, okay, love you. I'm gonna go to bed.
did you just confess your love to me?
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Did I let that one slip?
Slipped out?
Uh-oh.
Why you're number one? I won't tell anyone.
Ew, I hate the way they talk on this show. Why does every guy talk the same? So, Sparkle Megan, you think I'm your number one? Don't worry, I won't tell anybody. Dude, you're 37 years old. They must tell them to use the term number one and number two and just like refer to everybody as numbers because they've all done this since the show began, as far as I'm aware. So anyway, Sparkle Megan, who by the way is one of the most monotoned and boring people on the entire season, says that she has a stronger connection with Blake than she does with Mike, which I hope is true because I don't even know what you'd connect with this guy over. What, his sauna, his couch? We bonded over the fact that he owns a couch, and it sounds like the main reason she was even interested in Mike is just because he has his shit together, or at least it appears that way on the surface.
But all right. So we did watch the first episode, and basically that's what she is looking for, is someone who has their shit together, because she's so used to being up here, and I think I feel like it came off like she was so used to kind of dating down that she wanted to now date up and have a guy that can.
I
like,
can't remember, but it was.
Remember, she said she used to being the breadwinner in the relationship.
Yeah, I remember that part, and I just remember her being like super boring, but I couldn't get through it. I was just like, this is just.
So you do think she was boring?
Yeah, I was like, girl, like so monotone, like girl, I don't know, have some fun, but I don't know.
I don't know when people will learn that you can actually be rich and successful and dress very nice and still not have your shit together. There's a lot of people like that. So anyway, Sparkle Megan says that she has a stronger connection with Blake because he's been there for her every day, and that's really important to her. I don't even know what that means to these people, though, because they're just getting to know each other. I don't know how you could say, oh, he's been there for me all along. What, for the last 2 days?
One of the biggest things I'm seeking is that commitment of knowing that somebody chooses you day over day and never having to second guess that.
Day over day, just literally day over day, the 2 days that you've been here. Yes, I'm sorry, but shouldn't some time pass before you say things like that? How can you say you've never had to second guess this? Imagine knowing somebody through a wall for 2 days and being like, I've never had to second guess their commitment to me. Well, that's weird. Maybe you should. How old are you? The people on the show are usually in their mid-20s to early 30s, so why do they act like middle schoolers? Anyway, now Sparkle Megan pulls out this little paper fortune teller thing, you know, something that we literally made back in middle school, and she reads it and it says something generic like, oh, your experience in the pods will be filled with surprises, and they're both like, oh, what could that mean?
Your path to love in the pods may be filled with surprises.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Ominous.
Let's hope not.
Oh my god, it's so ominous. Oh.
Was that really that funny, or even funny at all? That wasn't supposed to be funny. It just said that there's going to be some surprises. That's all it said. So after the date, Blake is talking about their relationship, and it's supposed to be all romantic, but it's almost like he has no idea what to say. He's like, yeah, we were talking, and, you know, as we progress and talk, we continue to talk and progress. So far, it seems like the more we talk, the more we learn information about each other. I think we have like a connection or something, kind of.
Megan has been great. I feel like each conversation I have with her, I get to know her better and better and just kind of want to progress that connection.
You can tell this guy's not very into it.
Like,
I think he's already mentally checked out. He's like, I'm sitting here in a pod talking to a girl named Sparkle Megan. What am I doing? So now Sparkle Megan talks to Mike again, and this is where his ignorance really starts to show. He keeps talking about nutrition and nutritional goals and the fact that he and Megan would have nutritious kids, which is like just a weird way to say that. But then it becomes apparent he's saying this because another guy that Megan is interested in has a son who who has type 1 diabetes. So if I'm not mistaken here, it almost seems like he's taking jabs at a diabetic kid. And then he talks about his friend who reversed his diabetes through lifestyle choices and diet, which is not possible with type 1 diabetes.
Yeah,
so it has literally zero relevance to the situation at all, and it shows that he doesn't even know what he's talking about.
How would nutrition play a role in for our future kids? One of the guys over here he's a dad, and he basically said that his kid has diabetes. It's like so crazy to me that can be the case.
So even though he's not coming right out and saying it, to me it sounds like he's sort of criticizing Jordan and saying that he might not be the best father if his son has diabetes, as if it's his fault. And then he immediately goes on to talk about his friend who is pre-diabetic and changed that with lifestyle choices. This guy speaks so confidently and arrogantly about things he doesn't even understand, all just to make himself look better.
I had a friend that was pre-diabetic, and he just like totally changed up his diet.
Okay.
And now he's good. Wow. And so maybe it's not that easy for everyone, but...
Dude, are you serious?
Please shut up.
Like, health and nutrition is just...
So let me get this straight. In this guy's mind, he thinks that everybody who has diabetes could get rid of it if they just tried a little bit harder. Does he not understand there are many different causes for it? It's not just because you were lazy and ate too much. It's pretty wild that Sparkle Megan is able to listen to this and still think that Mike is a good guy.
It's like, we're gonna have kids, and they're gonna be the most nutritious, best fed kids ever.
That was cute.
Hottest kids. Kids.
All right, what the hell? Who says that? Who says things like that? What a weirdo. The fact that none of this is a red flag to Sparkle Megan is a red flag in and of itself. This guy is one of the most obvious players that's ever been on the show, and he's not even any good at it. So anyway, now Sparkle Megan gets upset because Blake just leaves and ghosts her completely. But it's okay because she thinks it's a sign from the universe to knock off her number 3 and focus on her number 1 and 2.
Maybe this is like the universe's way of... Because I was going to probably knock off number 3.
You were in a friend zone. You did it?
I love how she talks about them like they're objects or something. I was going to knock off number 3, but also I wasn't really feeling my number 2 anymore. He's kind of lame, and he keeps talking about our kids being nutritious. But then at the same time, he says he doesn't even know how to fucking buy groceries, so explain that to me. Well, we're already at the end of the video, and I haven't even gotten to talk about this guy yet, and he was supposed to be the main point, so we're going to have to do that next time. I gotta be honest, this was one of the most entertaining Love is Blind seasons in a while, but mainly because every single couple was a train wreck. So there's a lot more to talk about, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. Before I go though, I just want to mention that unfortunately one of my Jimmy and Chelsea videos from like a year and a half ago got taken down. So if you want to see that, it'll be available on Patreon for free. Also, if anybody's interested in longer...
But yeah, we tried to get into this season, bro. Love is Blind, I feel like it's just falling off, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Overall, it's a very disappointing show. Could it be better? 100%.
Most definitely. It could be, but... Yeah.
I just don't even know what to call it no more. But hey, with that being said, y'all spam us up. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts and opinions about it for us in the comments. I might end up going back and rewatching personally myself. I don't know. I have no clue. But as always, y'all know how it go, man. I do go for the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and
We
C.
are.
Time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar, 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 dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.